Cambodia and Thailand road timeline. I think in this video he's probably, cause I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna be talking about. Road timeline. I think he might be talking about like how long it's gonna last or something. But hey, let's get into it, man. Cambodia, Thailand road timeline.
So I have spent the last 80 hours with 20 hours of sleep in between working on this.
80 hours.
All of these. What are they, you ask? Well, they are basically nuanced and context provided in the Thailand and Cambodia border conflict in 2025.
Okay.
I want to make this video because I feel like in many cases on journalism done on this conflict, it has been so much about he said, she said this with not really context provided.
Okay, so I think in this video he's actually gonna show, cause he say a lot of people they just say, oh, who say, he say, you know what I'm saying? So he got some points that he's gonna prove to us. Let's see.
It's either that or it's narrative that are written by Thai's journalists or reported by Thai's journalists. So it seemed to really hesitate in providing the nuances and context behind what is going on.
Yeah.
So all of these infographics and designs, they will be in the Google Drive below, which you can check out along with the PDF of the sources in the description. And
how long before I see results with Tai Chi?
Day 3, you'll feel your energy. Your eyes will change.
I also want to make this video so that when your friend who are international friends who ask you what happened in Cambodia and Thailand, you can send this video along or the link attached so that they can get a better understanding with nuances and context provided with the source verified as well.
Okay.
So as we go and check the source, you will first see Thailand political landscape for the last decade. I also outline in the source on Cambodians domestic politics as well. But that is the reason why I made this infographic on Thailand decade of power shift for the last 10 years, and I named it from coup to coalition because essentially in Thailand, if we talk about centuries, there have been 60% of succession in terms of military coup. And I think the last time that Thailand has a proper party was in 2005, when later on that party was ousted by a military coup, and then there was conflict, and later on there was another party trying to serve Thailand, which in 2014 there was another military coup which started this timeline. I don't want to go too far back because that will be a long history of internal fightings and of military trying to gain power, which I'm not going to touch on. So for the last 10 years we can see in 2014 the military junta staged a coup and enforced martial law and rule without election for 8 years and 94 days. And I also put this label as pro-military, where it basically means that within that time frame, a pro-military, either a military junta or a military back party has been ruling Thailand. But that changed from 2023 because remember in 2020 COVID happened, not just in Thailand but around the world. A lot of criticisms are made toward people who govern at a time. So that was along the time when the military blocks sort of loses its grip on Thailand politics. But I also listed down other insights which you can check in the description below of the infographic as well. But yeah, as you can see, it switched from pro-military to populist bloc. And ever since 2022, there has not been any government that sort of served a full 4-year term. And so we have arrived at a point today where even the populist heir Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra was ousted for ethical concern. So Thailand right now has no proper Prime Minister. And from survey done recently in June, it is more likely that a pro-military party is going to rule over Thailand. You can read more information and description.
So what? So they don't have a prime minister. So the military is the one that's leading right now. So Thailand does have a president. That's kind of weird.
On this infographic, but essentially all of these are happening while the monarch, the king, is not involved in politics. But constitution rule that he is the head of armed force and supreme commander of the armed force. So I just want to put that into perspective as well. But essentially, now that we have understood both Cambodia and Thailand domestic politics.
Yeah.
We then can move on to this timeline. Actually, this timeline mapped from January to August, but Thailand domestic politics has been in shambles ever since 2024 with a lot of scandals such as vote buying and many other scandals along the way. And in these documents of timelines on the Thailand and Cambodian conflict,
Yeah.
I did my best to present every single government statement and verified information inside of these timelines to ensure that everything is taken into consideration.
Okay.
Because in realities, there are contexts and nuances
Yeah.
that are needed to be provided. And so that is essentially what all of these are about.
Yeah.
Because images of fortification does not show the entire narrative of provocation.
Okay.
Actions with verification are louder than the satellite images, which again and again I had used to clarify before, but I want to clarify again. Even the experts on these satellite images clearly stated that these images does not show who attacked first. It shows fortification, and fortification is an act of defense. I just want to clarify on that. But I will expand more on it in just a little bit. But essentially, when we go and read all of the timelines,
Yeah.
which I want you to go one by one from January, February until August,
Okay.
there are a lot of things that happen. But I just want to point out that all of these started amidst Thailand political imbalance or turbulence, whatever you want to put it.
Okay.
So Thailand has had this political turbulence, right? And
Yeah.
then May 28th, a Cambodian soldier was killed, and Thai military said Cambodians was the one who fired first. However, in terms of evidence, it supports that
Wait, let's go back real quick.
amidst Thailand political imbalance or turbulence, whatever you want to put it. So
Okay.
Thailand has had this political turbulence, right? And then May 28th, a Cambodian soldier was killed,
Okay.
and Thai military said Cambodians was the one who fired first. However, in terms of evidence, it supports that the Cambodian soldier was killed in a trench. A trench is used for defensive position.
Okay.
So I have my own personal verdict, which I have made in my previous video, but you can be your own judge. Is someone who is in a defensive position
Yeah.
more likely to get killed, or is someone who is not in a defensive position more likely to get killed?
I mean, why would just one Cambodian soldier just die though? Like, and he was found in the trench. Bruh.
in this case,
Yeah.
it was Cambodian who is in a trench that was killed. Because a lot of media, especially from Thai sources, are trying to downplay this entire situation,
Okay.
saying that we fired first, when ultimately
Yeah.
it was Cambodian soldier who was killed. And another important timeline is
Yeah.
that right after Cambodian soldier was killed,
Yeah.
the military escalation was done from Thailand's side.
Yeah.
Border closure, military remarks saying things like, we will not go to ICJ. If you want this land, let's do. Are those words that entice peace? No, it's not. It's word of escalation.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, why would they say they don't want to go to ICJ? And so basically over here they try to use the force. It's so clear.
And I also put in my timeline
Yeah.
that Thailand speaks of readiness for high-level operation.
Yeah.
And with all of these build-up of military escalation,
Okay.
guess what happened next? Around June 9 to 11th, and the result of this poll is, I think, on the 15th.
Yeah.
There was a NIDA poll that was done to survey how many Thai citizens would be in support of the military leadership amidst this conflict between Cambodia and Thailand.
Yeah.
And so it's like framing the country already to go into conflict.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
This survey should not be done during this time frame.
Okay,
But
yes.
it was done, and the results show astonishing support. More than 80% of citizens are in support of military leadership in Thailand. So you can
Okay.
read more on all of these timelines. But then the final nail to the coffin
Yeah.
for the conflict to start happened on June 15th.
Oh yeah, he's
This
cooking,
is the
bro.
quickest way to clear out
Whoa,
stuck poop.
whoa.
The number one food for
So why did I say it
Yeah.
is the final nail in the coffins of Thai's domestic politics? I
Yeah.
want to break down the call, the entire content of the call, because
Okay.
for some reason, a lot of journalism that has been done on this aspect really don't take that into consideration.
Yeah.
And that really omit a lot of the aspect of the nuances and the context behind this entire conflict.
Yeah.
And so when we bring the script between in the phone call.
Yeah.
We can break it down into the contents of the call. We can then break it down what happened after the call, and finally the aspect of political survival.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the framing that has been done from this call
Okay.
is that this conflict happened because of a political rivalry between Cambodia and Thailand.
Okay.
It never has been framed as it's a political instability that happened in Thailand. It's only about Cambodia versus Thailand. Cambodia wanting to ruin Thailand's stability.
Okay.
But they never really cover the nuances inside of this call, as well as the timeline, specifically the timeline on what happened after this call. So I want to
Okay.
cover on that.
Let's see.
So when we break down the content of the call,
Yeah.
we can start with the opening tone. When we see the opening tone, Pai Tong Tan called Hun Sen uncle,
Yeah.
stressing that both countries want peace. And she directly mentioned in the call that honestly, if you want anything, just please tell me.
Okay.
I'll take care of it. And she asked the former prime minister to not listen to the opposing side,
Yeah.
who is the Thai general commander, who is the second army region commander.
Okay.
But here is the problem: the second region commander is the commander at the border disputed area.
Okay.
So if he makes very aggressive remarks,
Yeah.
isn't it the responsibility of Thai's government to tell him to do that? And then we can look at Cambodia's
Yeah,
demand.
of course.
So Cambodia demand.
I understand. Okay, so I understand that. I don't think any country should do that. Like, so if the command of the military, he cannot just start fighting other countries without the, So I think the prime minister is the one that's supposed to have the power to be able to stop the military. So that means if the soldiers from from their country, if they come here, we'll blame it on the president. We'll blame it on the prime minister, because there's no way her soldiers just gonna come and attack without her permission. You know what I'm saying?
And is step one, restore border to the normal status,
Yeah.
which is fair because Thailand was the one who firstly closed the border crossing.
Okay.
Prime Minister Hun Sen insisted that Thailand initiated the border closure first. And Prime Minister Hun Sen also mentioned about how Cambodians feel deceived after Cambodian pulled troops away from the area,
Okay.
the disputed area, only then to be responded with Thailand shutting down checkpoints.
Yeah.
So do you understand the aspect of deception? A Cambodian soldier was killed, and then Cambodian troops agreed to pull force away from the area, right?
Okay.
The disputed area.
Yeah.
And then Thailand shut border crossing.
Okay.
How will that make Cambodia look? I just want to ask you that question. And who is the one escalate on this matter?
Yeah.
Because a lot of media does not report on this.
Yeah.
And that is what I want to really specify on the most. And here is the final nail in the coffin. Pai Tong Tan's position. She started by acknowledging that her government is under domestic political attack over the Cambodian issue.
Oh.
Right. When we talk about attack,
okay.
we have to ask, attack from who?
Yeah.
Attack from who, you ask? The answer is very simple. From historical patterns, from the narrative that has been building for the past month prior to the conflict, and even
Okay.
in 2024.
Yeah.
It's either from the military itself
Yeah.
or military-backed party.
Yeah.
And there's a statement made by Thailand Prime Minister then. I just want to make it clear because it's not mentioned enough.
Yeah.
Pai Tong Tan then suggested both sides issued a joint statement and that the situation is returning to normal. Cool. And then she emphasized she respects Hun Sen, want direct communication,
Yeah.
and that she is avoiding retaliation despite pressure.
Yeah.
Understandable, a sound, I would say, argument from her. And then Cambodian Prime Minister expressed his frustration again,
Okay.
saying that Thai military slapped Cambodia in the face by closing border checkpoint after Cambodia adjusts its force. I will
Okay.
touch on that in just a bit as well. And that Cambodia demand Thai military to open border crossing first.
Yeah.
And that Cambodia will reciprocate after 5 hours.
Okay.
And Prime Minister Hun Sen mentioned clearly that Cambodia does not want to negotiate over the closure because it wasn't Cambodians' initiative. So
Yeah.
listening to this, is it a fair statement? It's not my word.
Yeah.
It's recorded in the phone call. And it's recorded from the news side as well, that Thailand was the one who initiated the
Okay.
border crossing. And then Thai's former PM, she re-established her commitments. She promises to discuss this with the Ministry of Defense
Okay.
and keep Hun Sen informed with his aid.
Yeah.
And then just the conversation continue with the tonal relationship being the Thai's former PM because they had relationship in the past with Cambodian's PM, so it's like a niece and uncle relationship. But instead of covering on the aspect of the contents of the call, a lot of media twisted it and talk about how it's Cambodian's mastermind move of trying to cause turbulence inside of Thailand political landscape. But a lot of what people fail to mention is before the call and right after the call, you can see Cambodian's position. Firstly, Cambodian adjusted its troops after the talk with Thai's military. However, Thai military made a statement saying that Cambodian withdrew its troops. But then the phone call happened. Cambodian Prime Minister expressed his concern and frustration. And Thai PM also agreed with the commitment. But on the 16th and the 17th, Thai Tongtan made a public statement, a remark calling Cambodian unprofessional in handling the border issue. That is literally her statement recorded.
Damn, that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Just do that because it.
Journalists covering this never mentioned but blame Cambodia for causing the. So if we look at it another way, isn't Thailand doing the same thing? Asking others for help to fix its own domestic politics, the stability of. That's crazy, carrying their own. If Cambodia has followed her request, I bet the headlines will talk about Cambodia's stability.
Now, hearing that statement, how will that make Cambodian look? Firstly, the military said that Cambodian withdrew its troops, even though the talk between both sides said it is about adjusting the troops. And then, the Thai Prime Minister, despite having the talk with Cambodian former Prime Minister, she said Cambodian is unprofessional. And guess what Cambodian did next in response to Thailand? The leak call was made. And it was for political survival. And this is the nuance, the context that a lot of people seems to misinterpret or not to mention at all. They just mention it as a political rival between two families, and that Cambodians used this opportunity to topple the Shinawatra dynasty. If I were in position, honestly, I would do the same thing. Imagine someone coming to you with respect, and then only to disrespect you. And then the military of that nation also disrespect you. Whether you agree or disagree with my take on this matter, the context and the nuances are still important. It was for political survival, and yes, as a byproduct, it is like the final nail in the coffin in the Shinawatra dynasty. But you can't just blame Cambodia for it. You have to look at both sides and put blames on both sides instead of saying Cambodia was the one who caused that. At the moment Thai former PM has this problem, and there are ethical violations filed against her. The Thai military or military-backed government, they just found an opportunity, a window of opportunity for them to gain back powers. Because remember, it hasn't been that long since pro-military backed government has ruled.
It says there's a PM suspended. That's crazy, bro.
Over Thailand. So they see this opportunity as a way to basically put the flame out of the Shinawatra family. And basically they use this opportunity perfectly. Accusations start ramping up ever since then. From June, there were so many accusations. There were so many headlines saying things like, they are ready to respond. And then there was the satellite imagery. So I also made a piece inside of the document below that, that fortification does not equal attack. And that all of those claims from Thailand is just noise. Because when we look at Thailand's claim, essentially the satellite imagery, even from the expert themselves, it does not show intent of attack. If anything, it's more on fortification, which is a defensive posture. And for Cambodia, if you research on Cambodian's military, Cambodian military is based around defense. And Cambodian's military itself is 8 times smaller, the size of Thailand. And
that's where my question always comes, bro. Like, so if the president of Cambodia actually knows this country, you know what I'm saying? Of course he does know his country. So do you think he's gonna let his military, try to fight, Thailand, when Thailand is 8 times bigger, bro? How does that even make sense? Like, there's no way Cambodia is attacking Thailand. There's no way. It's like me saying that I'm going to fight some type of, boxer or something. Of course, I'm just going to get beat up like a baby. Come on, man. It's so clear, bro. Free Cambodia. That's the only thing we would love to hear right here.
Cambodian military itself does not have fighter jets. So Thailand,
See?
despite knowing all of that, still run with this narrative.
Okay.
And that using this image,
Yeah.
by the way, where it's not even been verified by third party, and even the expert who released the image did not even say Cambodia want to launch an attack.
Okay.
But Thailand military rammed the accusations, and the citizens who do not really have any knowledge of what is happening, they see this, expert imagery, and they
Those dumb rappers from Thailand just will make it a little diss track. That doesn't mean, like, why you make it diss track when there's a war? Like, grow up, come on, grow up. Like, damn, people are dying. And a lot of things so the Thailand people, they try to come in my Instagram DMs, and they try to talk a lot of bad things, or they call me the N-word and stuff, and that is crazy. Boo.
think it is Cambodia wanting to attack Thailand.
Yeah.
And there was support of military increasing because of that.
Yeah.
And that is why I wrote in this article, I want you to read, that Bangkok's narrative lean on pictures, and that the entire
Yes, like just Cambodia was quickly said about the time military. That Cambodia was preparing to launch another in such an emergency confused. That's crazy, bro. I say the construction no need time for the defensive forces designed to hold the ground. And on the project offensive power, this is a consistent which Cambodia military, which is fundamentally defensive. Crucially, Cambodia made nearly 8 times. Oh yeah.
entire imagery just show Cambodia holding ground.
Yeah.
And it's not for, projecting power. It's
Okay.
for defending, which support Cambodians' entire military doctrine. But Thailand still run with that narrative. And as if the narrative is not enough,
Yeah.
when you go and check the full timeline in my source below, you
Yeah.
can see in July, the accusation ramped up. We can see Thailand started to blame Cambodia even more. We see landmine incidents, which, by the way, until today, there has been 6 landmine incidents that Thailand claimed. And all
Wait,
6
let's go back. Let's say, okay, so July, okay, let's start on, okay, July 20, so have clashes, claimed Cambodia intentionally bombed civilians. Oh, damn. Cambodia appeals to the UN, Thailand reject. Why didn't Thailand reject it? Thailand rejects third party immediate insist. That's crazy. Why they didn't want to go to the talks? I'm telling you, they just want to use the power, bro. Thailand framed President Trump where they're supporting Thailand in that's cap. I'm telling you, bro. Thailand always putting some fake news on the news. Okay, on the July 27th, Thailand claimed Cambodia fake news about the temple bombing. Damn. On July 28th, level chemical gas attack is fake. Oh yeah, this is so much lies, bro. Thailand questioning Cambodia peace sincerely. Okay, July 20. Agreed to immediate ceasefire. Okay, so on the ceasefire, so this is what happened. So after the ceasefire, why were the soldiers head though? And they didn't even, all they did say is that they agreed with the ceasefire. They actually didn't. Because one Cambodian soldier killed after the ceasefire effect, and then 20 captured. And those soldiers still not even back yet. Can the July 20 accused Cambodia of ceasefire violation? I didn't even know that happened. They even accused Cambodia. Bro, Thailand, bro, they just do too much, bro.
and all 6 has zero verified evidence.
Yeah.
And Thailand has this photo
And-
video evidence of
And the other thing is that actually Thailand, everything that I've watched, I even watch the Thailand people, you know what I'm saying, like the news. I swear on my mama, Thailand never had evidence, bro. They never have evidence to back up. To say, oh, this actually happened. Or, I'm telling.
Cambodia
Yeah.
planted landmine.
Yeah.
But when Cambodians suggest a neutral forensic investigation
Okay.
on that cell phone, which is a very big claim. If you have a cell phone, you should do a forensic investigation to show who exactly the cell phone belonged to
Yeah.
and whether the claim is legit.
Okay.
No response. all 6 incidents
Yeah.
so far has no neutral verification at all.
Yeah.
And you can read the entire events on July, but when we put the narrative that has been drawn down on to let's say a piece of paper like this,
Yeah.
we can see that okay, Thailand patrol hit by landmine, and they blame Cambodia.
Okay.
And then
See?
around July 18th,
Yeah.
there was a visit for the injured soldiers.
Yeah.
And then July 20th, the Thai Army General at the disputed area quote, "There is no need to wait for orders from the government for the 2nd Army region to enforce military immediately." This incites escalation, alright?
Yeah.
But then, we can see the same pattern, but this time, it is even worse. On July 23rd, there was another landmine incident and Thailand blamed Cambodia. And guess what? The very next day, just like on the July 20th, where the Thai Army General said...
So my question, okay, so if the landmines, nobody put, nobody had put like, nobody actually had put those, the landmines are from like the history. Like why are they blaming Cambodia for the landmines? Don't they know the history? What? Bro, I swear, bro, this is crazy. Cause why are they blaming Cambodia? So if Thailand going on the landmines and then they died, let's just say they actually went there and then they died. Why are they blaming Cambodia though? Cause Cambodia can't do anything with the landmines. The landmines, they are there. They can't even take them off. They don't even know where the landmines are. If you get hit, what was you even doing in the territory, by the way?
they can enforce military immediately.
Yeah.
There was heavy clashes. And Thailand blamed Cambodia for firing first. Now, I just want to be clear, based on what you have heard so far
Yeah.
and based on everything written, with all the nuances, the context provided,
Do you want to know where to invest $1,000 right now? Well, forget about AI, quantum computing,
who is more likely to start this war, this conflict? Cambodia, a country with no military jets, a country with only defensive tech, or Thailand, a country with F-16 fighter jets? A country that has confirmed, by the way, by their government to use white phosphorus. And on that topic, I just want to confirm the cowardice in Thailand military. When Cambodian government made the statement that Thai military uses this gas attack, they denied. They kept on denying it. And the white phosphorus was confirmed eventually by Thai's military. So I just want to point that out. Is it Cambodia, a country with so little in terms of military, or Thailand, who has so much more to gain from the conflict, both in terms of rallying support from its civilians through nationalism, and both from the advantage its military has over Cambodia? I have already stated my opinions in other videos, but you can make your own verdict after seeing all of these. So you can read the...
My opinion is that Thailand is trying to invade Cambodia. You know, the thing is that they're actually trying to, like, if you really look closely, Thailand is trying to steal it, in peace, like they're trying to like steal in peace, and they don't want like any part of the world, to know. You can tell the way they're trying to like sneak in some of their confidence. Like they want to take Cambodia like without anybody knowing, anybody from a different country, knowing. It's so clear, like what
rest of the timeline, but there is one more thing I want to point out, and that is the call for peace timeline, which is important because from the very start, Cambodia framing has been consistent. When Thailand was escalating tension, Cambodia mentioned multiple times and raised the issue to the United Nations, saying that this could lead to problems like the Gaza Strip, for example, and this could lead to bigger problems. And then when the conflict happened on July 24th, Cambodia immediately appealed to the UNSC for urgent ceasefire. Cambodia also demanded for international mediation to cooperate with ASEAN and UN, but Thailand rejected all of them. All of them have been rejected. So just that event alone.
See, that's so clear. Like, why they rejecting the peace, but why they rejecting the peace? Like, damn, let the people live in peace. How much land did you need, bro? Oh my gosh, but some people, how much land do you need, bro? Let the people just live in peace. They already have their own problems, bro. But how many wars does? Man, I feel bad, bro. Bro, look what is going on in the world, bro. there's over 10 countries that have like over millions of people that have been dead in the wars right now. And Cambodia have been in so many things, you know what I'm saying? Right now we got Palestine is getting attacked. We got Congo, we got Sudan, we got so many countries that are fighting right now. And bro, we just need peace right here. I'm not saying that, but I feel like we just need peace. That's all we're asking right here. You know what I'm saying? Thailand just needs to stop. Thailand needs to stop. Stop blaming on Cambodia, man. Cambodia is a peaceful country, man. Small peaceful country that if you actually look at Cambodia is like rich in minerals. They're not those people that are trying to like go fight other countries.
Who wants peace in this context? And that is not all.
Yeah.
When Donald Trump had a conversation with both prime ministers, President Trump directly quoted Thailand's PM about questioning Cambodian sincerity for peace.
Yeah.
It's not Trump's word. It is the words of Thailand Prime Minister. But Thailand takes that word and ran it into their entire media echo chamber, justifying the continuing of this conflict between Cambodia and Thailand. And even before the ceasefire talk with Malaysia as the mediator, Thailand was still producing headlines questioning Cambodian sincerity for peace. So with all of these headlines, I just want to ask you, who won peace? And what is even worse is the fact that the moment the ceasefire was enacted, a Cambodian soldier was killed, 20 was captured, and Thailand said that Cambodian soldiers surrendered. But then they...
What are those soldiers still... Damn, imagine those soldiers still taken though. That's great. I feel sorry for the family, man.
Captured the soldier anyway. And until this day, they has not released 18 of the captured soldiers. What makes it even worse is the fact that when they captured the soldiers, unlawfully captured them, they didn't label them as prisoners of war. They said they are detainees under immigration law. That already violates the prisoners of war articles already. You can read the rest of the timeline and point out the inconsistency between Thailand's military action and Thailand's actual action on the international stage. And I put every single statement that has been made from both sides inside of this infographic, and I want you to read them. And even now, Thailand putting barbed wires.
Slow down, honey. Too fast, Trevor, too fast.
I know what I'm doing, Mom.
So... But I've seen the barbed wires, bro. That's even way more crazy. But I swear, bro.
Thailand raising donation to buy razor wires to put at borders. Thailand military kicking Cambodian families out of their homes.
That's crazy, bro. This is bullying, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Is that a pictures of peace that you are seeing? Or is
if you're from Thailand, does that look like peace right there? Why are they coming to put a fence on the people's country? It's like me it's like me right here, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll go to my neighbor's house. And then I'll just be like, okay, you know, this is my share, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cut this. Or I'm gonna leave my TV right here. Every time I wanna come watch, I'll come in your house, you know what I'm saying? It's like you go in somebody's property and then you do this that is not allowed. Like, why are you kicking the people out of their house? Why are you putting the fence in the middle of... And then you say you want peace? It's clear that Thailand doesn't want peace. Thailand doesn't want peace. That's my word. Hey, bro, listen, bro. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? My opinion is that Cambodia is getting bullied. Thailand is bullying, you know? It's bullying Cambodia. Cambodia want peace. Thailand doesn't want peace. That's all I know.
A pictures of escalation that Thailand want to continue the conflict. I wrote more of my analysis down here that you can read on Thailand's behavioral patterns in August, in July, and the lead up to July. And you know, it's very sad. There has been a lot of blaming games, and it's all forced upon Cambodia being the one who is wrong. When in reality, when you look at actions that are being enforced, who is showing a picture of peace? And that is what I want you to see.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
All the noise,
even all the noise. I know what I'm saying. Who is actually showing the pictures of peace? Just doesn't that comes in you? Who is actually showing the pictures of peace? Okay, now what else? What else you guys gonna come in my DMs and telling me? Who's showing the pictures of peace? It's clear that they don't want peace. They want the noise.
From Thailand,
Yeah.
and to actually see all of these nuances and context provided
Yeah.
with my own analysis on the situation, whether
Yeah.
you agree or disagree.
Yeah.
You can read my analysis and then you can read the context and pair them up together and make your own verdict as well.
Yeah.
And not to mention, while Thailand soldiers are kicking Cambodian families out of their home,
Yes.
it is being masked by moral justification,
Yeah.
where Thailand are talking about enacting self-defense because their soldiers step on landmines, which, by the way, the landmines are most likely because of Thailand stepping into Cambodian mine zones. All of the claims have been unverified.
Okay, what were they? Okay, so what were the Thailand soldiers doing on the Cambodia landmines? You deserve it. You deserve the landmine. It's like, what the fuck you doing in the landmines? Then get tagged.
And even the facts that fighter jets are being sold to Thailand by Sweden, which, by the way, flip you, Sweden, for caring more about commerce over human rights. And right after Thailand bought the jet from Sweden, they have the audacity to say that Sweden agree on Thailand using the jet for self-defense if needed. Imagine the statement. It's both sides are wrong. Thailand is wrong. Sweden is wrong. Self-defense for what, mate? For Cambodia, a country 7 or 8 times smaller than your military. And with all of these timelines provided, it's just noise at the end of the day coming from Thailand.
Yeah.
And the noise is, for one thing, to rally support from Thai nationalists so that they believe in this pro-military backed government. And so I just want you, the viewer, to look past the noise and to actually see what is behind them, the context, the nuances. And so with all of what I have just explained, I hope that when people ask you, hey, what happened between Cambodia and Thailand, you can send either this video or basically all of these to them so that they can understand. I really hope more journalism is done on this with a fair views on both sides. I mean, it's hard, it takes a lot of time, and you probably have 100,000 times more budget than I have, but if I can do it, why can't you do it?
That's what I'm saying.
It's not perfect, I can admit that, but at least I tried my best to look at both perspectives.
Yeah.
I made my own analysis on the behaviors.
Yes.
It might not be perfect, but it is something. I factor in both sides. And maybe you, as you read it, you can form your own conclusion. I just hope more journalism is done on this fairly. So I'm sorry if this video is not as well put with a lot of storytelling.
No, I respect this. I respect this. I respect this. I respect this. This guy he's so amazing, bro. It's like he actually he just drop a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Let me find somebody from, see? Them telling people they're hiding now. They can't even say anything. I love how, imagine 80 hours, bro, somebody make, bro, give them their peace, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give them their peace. They deserve their peace. You know what I'm saying? The country deserve their peace. Let them enjoy. Don't tie, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate this guy. He actually breaks down, you know what I'm saying? Now, what else you guys want to hear? It's so clear, bro. I'm not switching sides. Cambodia wants peace. Cambodia deserves peace. Thailand, you need to stop bullying Cambodia. It's so clear. You think I'm going to be scared that you guys going to come in my DMs and be like, oh. I don't care. Free Cambodia, man. Cambodia want peace. That's all I want to hear. Free Cambodia. How would Cambodia go and attack Thailand when Thailand have so much military, so much, bro? Leave Cambodia alone. Thailand, don't tie. Exactly. Yeah, I ain't switching sides, man. We can vibe to music, but when the people dying, I'm not gonna be quiet. You know what I'm saying? We can vibe to music. I don't mind vibing to Thailand music. I don't mind. But the people that are suffering like this, I won't be happy, man. I won't be happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be happy, and I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be talking about it. Free Cambodia, free Cambodia, free Cambodia. Child, listen, man, if it's the first time, make sure to click that like and subscribe. Comment something. Let me hear your opinion. Man, if it's the first time, make sure to click that like and subscribe. And let me know what you're reading next. Peace.